Hi,
Take
babes.
care of you.
I love
Peace
you.
out.
That was Lumen. No! Lumen, stop! Jeez, you need to calm down, Lumen. She gets really excited. Okay, so what I was going to tell you guys is, don't let anybody ever make you feel like you can't do whatever you want to do in the Army. Got another $100. I didn't ask for nothing. I just got it. Because I get money, bitches. I get money. I think it's because I am amazing. I just was minding my own business. Covered a shift today at work. And did the right thing. It was nice, you know. I was supposed to be off at 2. Stayed all the way to 5:30. Went way above and beyond. While I was minding my own business. There we go. Just minding my own business. And more money just like was coming in. Hey! Why you gotta make so much noise? Do you not know who I am? Whew, that's crazy. Anyways, yeah, that happened. Let's see what's going on in this neighborhood. I think we should see what's going on. Oh, let's see what's going on. You see, there is a lot of people that want to get to know you. But you're an introvert, not an extrovert. Shitty for you. Shitty for you. I wish that I knew me too. Oh, let me know how that goes for you. Okay. Man. Wait. I didn't say to come closer to me and chomp on the rock, bro. I said, why do you have to chomp on the rock near me? Did I make a mistake? Okay, let's see. Alright, so let's see here. We're gonna do so. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So the first card, dude, this came out again. We're going with it. Fool in the reverse. 7 of Swords in the reverse. And then I saw the Knight of Wands, which was in the female form, in the reverse. So we'll find that in a second. And this one is coming up. Somebody stole from you. First of all, like, you're just not into somebody, okay? Somebody stole from you, for one. They abuse you. They treat you like crap. You cry constantly. And you feel alone and empty and hurt. Really hurt. This person, honestly, is coming up as a Fool in the reverse. And you're coming up as the King of Love. King of Love. Pretty much. King of Love over there. King of Cups. And, honey, no. And, the first thing I heard when the Fool in the reverse came out was, this person needs to stop acting like a damn fool. And I heard, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I try to multitask, like quadruple task. Anyways, this person needs to stop acting like a fool. And I heard that with them behaving up in the Fool in the reverse, I just feel like this person is not willing to take a leap of faith with you on the things that you want to do. I feel like when you ask this person, what they want to do as far as plans go, or where your future's going, they just couldn't really ever fucking commit. This person, you know, the Fool symbolizes somebody that takes a leap of faith and really just goes with the flow, has really nothing of certainty except for they just got this feeling, dude, we're gonna do this. They just feel good about it, you know what I mean? They're like, you know what, I'm doing this. I'm gonna start something new. I'm gonna try something new. And you know, that could be the relationship that you're trying to start with this person. You're just like, babe, like, come on, we can do this, you know? Like, you see the potential and everything, because you're the King of Cups. So you're somebody who can love anything for what it truly is, and that's why you get your heart so broke. And you wanna go bye-bye? You wanna go see Doja? Or are you staying home tonight? Are you gonna go? You do? You wanna go to Doja's? You wanna go see Doja? So that, you know, this person just was not doing those things with you. I just feel like every suggestion and every idea, even if they said, oh yeah, I'm down to do it, they didn't. They didn't. And that is what guys, do you remember that? Hey, back up, Barbara. Do you remember that the thing I did about how to decipher bitches that are lying to you through the web? Remember how we looked it all up? I responded, hello there, thank you so much for reaching out, I appreciate your interest. And I was very, like, I said, remember we looked up the town that they were from? You guys would have to go back and watch it if you didn't, but there's a video on how to basically decipher from people that are bullshit and you are not really anywhere, but we'll do plenty more of that. But my short comment was perfect, because look at my short comment versus theirs. Look at how long they wrote. Oh, nobody does that, dude. Nobody does that. Fucking dweeb. Anyways, I just was a smart ass back. Because you know what? You gotta let these bitches know that, I mean, I don't know if that's actually smart. Hey, go. I don't like your fucking nose on my shit. I don't. Don't look at me like that. It's white. And I'm black. Like, you know don't look at me like that. Don't. Go. Get. You wanna go Doja? Then go over there. Go get your toy. Oh, stupid. So, anyways, just be sure that when, like we were talking about, dude, it's in the reads all week long. If it looks fishy, it's fishy, dude. If it smells fishy, it's fishy. If the fucking it's fishy, dude. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's fishy. And you got fishy, dude. And this is funny why we say fishy. It does not look like an odor coming out. Somebody has something. Okay, some of your guys' people legit has, like, okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, I'm hearing odor and fishy, and STD was in one of the readings. So if you guys have by chance, like, been around one of, like, your partner and they just fucking reek, and you're like, what the hell is that? Like, yeah, it's what it is. And I don't, like, I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they have, like, a yeast infection or something. I don't fucking know. But what I do know is that you guys should check it out, because the cards have been saying, like, 2 or 3 times already over the last, like, 30 hours that somebody has something. Somebody's partner has something. And the last thing that you want to do is end up hooking up with somebody that is, like, doinking around and get something. So if you have been, the odor came up and fishy came up, so that's pretty good signs right there. Like, somebody might be smelling, their partner smells different than usual. You'll know if this resonates with you, and you might just, even if I'm hearing, just go get yourself checked just to be safe. I feel like if you were to confront this person about it, honestly, it would just be a fucking runaround game and cause you stress. So just fuck it, dude. 9 of Cups in the reverse. It's saying to withhold. It's saying to just take it back. You are already so much of a lover. King of Cups to this person. 9 of Cups on your own. And this is 9 of Cups in the reverse. Which, I mean, honestly, whether you wanted to see, I'm actually communicating with somebody who is coming up as well. We'll go check this in a second, but very much so briefer. It's literally 2 words, 1 word, 2 words, 2 words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 words from this person. So I'm going to say, I said 5 back. Yes, I would love to. They keep it simple. People that have a lot are simple. It's crazy. And I mean, there are people that have really extravagant lives and they're really loud and obnoxious, and they also like, maybe they like that kind of lifestyle. But I'm not looking for that. So you really got to know what you're looking for to begin with anything. Saying a variety of different options is actually very confusing to yourself, because it's almost like you still haven't figured out what you want straight up. You can say like, oh yeah, like I like everything. I do this actually. I say I don't like choices. I don't want to choose anything. I love everything. I say a bunch of shit. But when I learned that manifestation begins with our thoughts and actually deciding what we want. I had heard prior to that from my counselor, because I was like, oh yeah, I go above and beyond all the time, and I stay busy, and I do all these things, and I always have to-do lists, and I thought I was getting all these things done and super proactive. I was just like thinking of, I honestly thought I thought I was getting things done that I needed to, and that I was making use out of my day, and I was tackling things on my to-do list and going after my dreams. I feel like that one, I feel like I liked the counselor that told me this in particular, but I went through a lot of different ones, but I remember telling this counselor basically everything I tell you guys. For one, it's been years, and I never did take any medication for anything, because I understand medication, but I don't know, maybe some days I should. I know I'm cuckoo, but I don't want to. And I just usually try to find education on it. And then I obviously usually see Tequila Terra. She just does what she wants, but that's kind of a new thing over the last year. Oops. Fuck, dude. It's just one, we're just work in progress is all, But she said, Tara, why don't you need to, how many things do you want to work on right now? I said, oh yeah, well, I got about 15, 20, 30-ish. Knocking shit off the to-do list. You already know, girl. She's like, she was just like chill. Counselors are so calm, and they just look so concerned, and they're just like staring at you, and they're just like, you're a freaking lunatic. But she said, why don't you, I'm pretty sure she said even 3. I want to say the number 3 came out of her mouth. It was definitely 3 or 5. It was crazy. It was such a smaller amount than what I do on a regular basis. I just literally told her at least 20 or 30 things, maybe more. And she patiently waited for me to tell her about all of it. Just to tell me at the end of it to pick 3. She didn't really say what ones I needed to pick necessarily. I don't remember that. It could have been the time that... Well, I've always been big on priorities and to-do lists and goals and goal setting, but I'd heard over this few years from certain people different sayings that, for example, one of them was, having a bunch of goals without a deadline is like a football player running back and forth up and down a field but never scoring a goal. And we're sitting there freaking running back and forth all over the place, setting all these goals, but we never accomplish it, or we never finish it, or we don't put a date when we want to get it done. We're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay my taxes off, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that, and it's just like, yeah, but when? Like, how are you gonna go about that plan, basically? And we need to take our bigger goals and break them down into smaller goals so that we can have deadlines and accomplish them in a timely manner and know where we're at with these goals. That's how they would do it anywhere in a professional setting. You would definitely have due dates. You had it at school with our homework, and we have it with our bills. We have it with our medical stuff. We have it with having a baby. There's due dates. There's dates that things get done. There's, you expect your paycheck to come in on a certain date. We expect things, but we don't challenge ourselves to hold ourselves to our own expectations. We're a bunch of hypocrites a lot of times. We're the little boy that cried wolf. And I realized that years ago, man. But, I realized years ago, we're so smart. That's the thing about us in this group. It's funny, it's not funny, it's fucking bitch ass shit, but so many people think we're stupid. They think we're the stupid one. I know they think I am. Dude, I see the way they look at me. Like, I fucking don't fucking... You know what's crazy? You know what I think all the time when people are fucking judging me or looking at me, even when I'm being bad? I still see right through them already. I seen right through them a long time ago. And it's like, they only have when I'm bad to honestly hold against me. It's like sometimes I feel like they wait for moments to talk shit about, just so they can act like they fucking were right. And the truth is that I enjoy most everything that I have going on in my life. And the only thing that I never enjoyed about it was that it offended somebody that was in my family. I was offending somebody in my family about who I was with. I was offending somebody in my family about what I was doing. And I'm not going to sit here and say that everything that they were mad about was wrong. But they were also not always right. And it's just been an ongoing, constant battle of fucking having to fucking defend myself, having to prove myself, having to fucking explain myself, laughing at my own jokes and being the only one in the room at a family event laughing about it because I am different. I am the one that everybody probably thinks is the most different. And this is nothing new. My mom has literally made comments since I was young about how I got switched at birth because I was so different. That every time we went to a store, I wanted to buy the most expensive princess dress. And how would I have known? I could just walk into any store, she said, and you would pick the most expensive dress every time. I believe it. I still do it on accident to this day. I don't know, it can take me like an hour online to look for something, and then I'll finally decide, I don't know, like, fine, you know what, that one's cute, I'll take it. And it's always like the most expensive one. It's weird. But, considering those things were literally said when I was under fucking 7, since I can remember, why in the hell is everybody treating... It's kind of hurtful, honestly, to know that people are sitting there acting like you ain't the same way as your own true self, like as an adult. The thing about me is that everybody has known that I've always been into fashion and singing and dancing and entertainment. My first dream job was to be the voices in Disney movies. I seconded it with singing in the back of my dad's semi-truck trailer. It had that nice echo. Sounds similar to the way the hallway sounds when I sing in it. That's why I love it so much. Reminds me of being young and in that semi. Singing Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. And you know what? They know I did that. I mowed the yard singing at the top of my lungs, dude. I sang on the boom truck. I sang on the treehouse balcony. I sing in my room. I sing with headphones. I've sang every freaking year since I could sing. I've always loved dancing and singing and making recordings. We used to steal my mom's camcorder. Me and Amanda stole my mom's camcorder, made recordings with it, and obviously she found it. And then there we were with it, talking about the things we stole from my mom on it. I guess saying this out loud actually makes me kind of feel a lot better and a little bit more angrier at the people who are treating me in such ways, honestly, like as an adult, as if it's so much damn different than who I've always been. Just really comes down to the bottom line, in my opinion, that it's never really been that I was necessarily wrong. Maybe it's just that they wanted me to be a certain way. But we just just thinking about it. Think about it yourself. How far back to have these people been telling you these things? Since you can remember or no? Because if they have, then so I think it's just really who we are. So if you don't honestly feel bad about things, and what makes you feel bad is that other people don't like it about you, and so it makes you feel like, is it bad? Should I do it? Who should I be? If this is hurting their feelings, then maybe I shouldn't do that thing. Or some of you guys not hanging out with your friends, you're not pursuing your dreams. Some of you are leaving your partners because of opinions of other people and shit. Some of you are scared to say you're gay. Some of you guys are afraid to show your tattoos because you're scared people will judge you as being a criminal. I mean, there's so many honest things like that we're worried about, and it's not because we don't like it. Somebody else may not like it, and I don't want to worry about that anymore. I don't want us to worry about that anymore. We have a lot of things that we have to do, and the last thing we need to be doing is not being our true self. It takes authenticity to be on our true path. You're somebody who loves the community. You love to help people. You're a giver. You have the 6 of Cups here, and you also have the 3 of Cups here. A major work victory is coming for you very quickly. And Judgment in the reverse. These people don't judge you. Page of Wands in the reverse. Just feel like you're not going to be dealing with people that judge you and that are pages and that have a big fucking mouth. Because this is a bird here. This is a big mouth birdie over here. And you know what? That's what the fuck you've been dealing with. Is a lot of people with a bunch of opinions and really honestly nothing going on. Yeah, you don't have anything really going on in their life, dude, clearly, because you're sitting here literally ruining everybody's fucking time by being negative and talking shit about somebody that more than likely these people you're talking shit to like. It happens all the time. It's just those people that are listening are honestly too pathetic to actually fucking speak up and defend you or say something about it, because you know what, they don't have the balls to do that. They don't have enough people like you or me in their life to teach them that we manifest what we feel about ourselves and other people. So even if they're sitting there thinking that somebody else is this or that, your dirty thoughts and feelings and actions and behaviors are literally who you are, for one. You're literally saying somebody is disgusting and just so rude, and then you're sitting there brewing every day in a hateful thought process of how this person's this and this person's that, and you have all that free time to do that, which tells me you don't have balance in your life. You lack balance, because you wouldn't, there's no way most people that have work, if they have a job and if they have balance, social life, work life, home life, self, love, spiritual. There's plenty of things you could be doing. You could be on a date. You could be at the gym. You could be at work. You could be cleaning your house. You could be pursuing your goals, getting your license. You could be doing whatever. Just for fun. If you're somebody that finds yourself honestly thinking about anything that makes you angry, and I do too, how many hours or minutes of the day did you do, was that thing or person on your mind? Because that just is just strange, you know? And let's find out the actual amount of time that we should be spending.
Might as well.
Know the facts before we talk. And that's another thing I don't appreciate, is people fucking telling me all this shit about what the fuck they don't even know what they're talking about. Oh. Hey Google, how long should I spend thinking about something that makes me angry or anxious throughout the day? 5 minutes.
These are the top results.
Can you make it? This is cool. So anxiety, I mean, I think a lot of us do know, but for those of you who don't, it's what we feel when we are worried, tense, or afraid, particularly about things that are about to happen or which we think can happen. So many good things. Strategies for controlling your anger. What is perfectionism and how do I overcome it? Anxiety and panic attacks. Anxiety signs and symptoms. Feeling restless. If depression or anxiety are causing you to feel restless, here are some tips. There's so many great things. Anger management, 10 tips to tame your temper. It's like, just Google it. Just say literally what you feel. Google's got you rock. And if you guys are like, I don't want anybody seeing what I Googled, then this is what you do. Hit your Google bar. You need to just get to an encrypted website if that's something that you're worried about. So let me see. But finding these things on there and just reading through it is going to help you guys so much with your coping skills and understanding what's going on. A lot of times people think that there's things wrong with them, but I just don't think that you guys are wrong. I think you guys are beautiful and you're amazing and you mean a lot. And it really matters that you know that. It really matters that you know that your individuality and your uniqueness, and it's literally, it's self-made by you and God. It's handcrafted. You're literally individually, and you're a limited edition. You're a one of a kind. There's nobody else in the world like you. Nobody else in the world could possibly be able to tell you more about you than you would know and your higher power. And we need guides. We need people to be there for us and to keep us on track and to give us examples that we can learn from and grow from. And I definitely encourage you guys to be around people that are healthy for you. But they say that the 5 people that we hang around with the most is who we become like. So, who are you spending most of your time around? And do you find it joyful, stimulating, positive? Are you balanced? Are you working? Are you trying to figure out how you can be more balanced? For some of us, we don't have balance, like in friend. Maybe we're not hanging out with friends. Maybe we don't. For me, it would probably be like I probably need to have more of a social life and make plans with friends. I don't do that. Big on work and home, like family in my home. I don't fucking care. I don't really fuck with much without outside my home. I go to work, take care of my stuff there, and I manage my salons and schools, and then I manage my home and my Airbnbs. And I have learned to finally pretty much stay out of the drama because I get anxiety. I have PTSD. I have depression. I don't take shit for that shit. I have to live every day feeling this fucking way. And I have to cope with it. I have to deal with my own PTSD and my trauma and from all the fucking dead bodies that I've seen. Everybody that's fucking died. It's just crazy. It's just like and I have to continue to live. Like I have to survive through it, and I do that alone here. And I don't, it could be because I don't have anybody, or maybe it's because I push everybody away. It could be a little both. But I don't give a fuck about why it is anymore. As much as I do, I hear more about my health, myself, and what it is that I love to do. And I'm not gonna sit here and make choices this year based off of what might. Well, if I did that, would this person not be my friend, or would they not approve? Would they stop liking me? Like, well, that's okay. That is okay this year. If that happens, I'm gonna train my mind to call it a loss, because for me being authentic and me being who I really am, um, I'm gonna gain many more of people that are my tribe, my kind, and we're gonna decipher. We're gonna be getting rid of the ones that aren't, and that's just how it goes. So you don't need. I don't need to look at it like it's a loss. Rejection is protection. And in this case, that's what's happening. For those of you who are not having success with things in your life that you love very, very much, let it go. That's okay. Let them go. Be where people are that are more like them. It might be easier for them to see what you see. Because right now, all they're looking at is all these good people. They see something that they see you. Yeah, they see you, and they're not familiar with it. They don't know what exactly you're talking about when you say what you say, because you know what? They've been lucky to be on the opposite side. And you've been lucky to be on the opposite side. We've all been lucky. We've all been opposites. That's the cool thing about this year. And the meaning of what we're going to be learning and focusing on is that this is a year of the opposites. It's a year where we understand what it is about the other one that we don't. And I feel like for so long we've been trying to express our own selves and what our beliefs are and what we think is best. And I just realized, not God made out all of us, and by doing that, we're basically saying that He made a mistake, and that what we think should happen or what we think is a better idea and should be pursued over what He has actually asked us and already laid out for us and intended. That's why we need a higher power. Sometimes people say God isn't listening. Or why would God do something like this if he's a good God? God didn't do nothing. He told us straight up, you know, you're beautiful. Things are going to be hard down there. You guys need each other. Stick together. Treat your neighbors and your family and your lovers with respect. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Don't steal. Because it causes a lot of trouble. He didn't make the rules. If you really think about the rules or the Ten Commandments or just values in general, they make sense. Every time I've done anything that I regret, I was under the influence of something. Never sober. When we cheat, it's very confusing, even if we never get caught. The amount of time we spend in our head, wondering what we should do, or how we're going to get it done, is very time consuming. When we do get caught, we hurt multiple people's feelings. We devastate people. Some people get diseases and give them to other people. And I mean, there's just an endless amount of reasons why it's just a bad idea. You turn into a person who's looked at like a liar. You lose respect. Your kids might not like you anymore. Who knows? I mean, it's just pretty bad. Get pregnant on accident. Get somebody pregnant. When we steal, we're saying that we don't trust in God to provide if we do what He's asked us to do. And when we go to a quiet place where we can truly channel in and hear His message, which you can feel, I feel like, even in a loud room. I feel like whoever we're speaking about into right now, you can feel what I feel. We manifested each other into each other's life. So as I just figure all these things out, you know, I'm just like, damn. But I never blame God anyway. But, you know, if you're somebody who's like, I don't fucking do this or I don't do that, just think about why they're saying to do it, dude. And stop fucking being immature. It's hard enough to even be able to get a grasp of it and stop doing it, let alone listening to somebody freaking argue like a retard about all their comments about blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up, dude. Everybody here feels like shit. And even you won't change. Big ass mouth squawking bird. Page of Wands in reverse. Shut your bird ass mouth. Be quiet. Break it down. Everything. If it's on your mind, we're going to break it down. There's a building block system. You know, you either avoid breaking it down because of the way it makes you feel, or we avoid breaking it down because we didn't know about breaking it down. It's like core math, pretty much. We're doing core math on our body, on our mind. It's just core. Hey, I like that. That's the first time I've ever liked core math. And core means core, center you, core roots, your own core. We're getting back, like, we're breaking things down. So that's what's going to happen now. And this is actually pointing down, and there's 3. So for some of you guys, there could be 3 major things that we're going to be breaking down. And, you know, just go back through the videos if you want. I always cry out in the middle of nowhere on. And that's what breaking it down is just chit-chatting, you know. If you guys want to make videos, start your own channel. I just started this less than 2 months ago. Tell your story. I feel like, honestly, like, I'd spent 35 years, I've never told my story yet. I've written poems, and even in counseling, I kept it real, it was different. they actually told me in counseling that I wasn't truly healing yet because people cry when they tell their story, they said. And you just tell your story without crying. And I said, I actually heard what they said. And they weren't lying. I could write really well. I love writing. So I could write fast. I could write well during that time. I wrote all the time. That was one of my things I did high. Wrote thousands and thousands and thousands of writings, journals, poems, everything. Loved writing. He said they were, I could write everything in a really well-written form. I could make it sound real well, but it just looked like a non-emotional speech or something. Not to just counselors, but even in the courtroom. Because even the judge said that. CPS said that. They said, it just seems like you're just talking about yourself all the time. Me, me, me. They're my kids. This is my house. Because I want it. It was really fucking annoying. I hated it. But I had to be taught, I had to be told those things. And break it down. And trust me, dude, it took me years. I've learned a lot of times we don't really learn what is being said we need to learn in this chapter. We learn it maybe sometimes in the next or the next or the next. Some never. Some people do learn it in this chapter. Just like we all have noticed different parts of our lives where we came face to face with different situations that my chest hurts like it's weird. It hurts me. But, even right now this year, and, last year was the first year that I started really drinking and having issues. Like, I had my first blackouts and shit. I was having a good time, but I kept falling. I fell a lot. This winter on the ice, I was just falling. It was really embarrassing, but, I was with Zeke from, 2010 all the way. It was like, I knew Zeke all the way from, 2010 until now. Was it 2020 freaking 3? So from 2010 all the way to 2021, 22 at least. I had no understanding of alcoholism. I'd never drink. My family doesn't drink. We're into drugs, not alcohol, so yeah, it wasn't until literally 2021 that I started to really even find a drink that I enjoyed. And so for all my entire relationship with Zeke, I never once understood a day at all of what he felt, how he thought, and what he was going through. I didn't. But later, I had an experience, that was somewhat similar. And that is, what's going to happen is you can't be, sometimes we just want everything to freaking make sense and work out and fall together and blah, blah, blah. But if it's already falling apart, guys, sometimes we have to fall apart to decide, if we came together in the first place for reasons that we would want to stay after we had our awakening. And there's going to usually be one person that wants to stay. Doesn't want to leave. I don't want this to end. And there's always one that's moving. Moving always just somewhere that you're not. They're not moving in the same rhythm. They don't have the same goals. They don't have the same dreams. But you know what they do have? Your fucking heart. You cry alone, though. It's horrible. And when they're there, you just hope that one of those days, finally, you're going to have that talk you've been waiting to have. It doesn't happen. It really just doesn't happen. And that's just where you got to start just seeing things for what it is. Not what you fucking want. It's a time waster. And I'm just worried, about, us sitting around and doing the things that we can't seem to move on from longer than we should. We end up having kids. People end up meeting their true loves. They age. Some get diseases, and some get robbed and cheated on and walk away from abuse, and they're alone and tainted, and they don't trust people and don't want to be in love again. And I mean, that's just the first fucking centimeter of reasons. And we give our heart, we break, like, our heart darkens a little bit every time that we engage in non-godly things, pretty much, and things that especially don't bring us joy and motivation. If what we're doing just seems blah, lifeless, pointless, robotic, you need to switch it up. Some of you guys need to get with non-profit organizations and go hang out with self-help groups and community meetings. Look up meetings in my area. There's tons of different kinds that you can go to. Hopefully you guys live in a bigger town instead of a smaller one. It's very difficult in small towns to change. I would get the fuck out of your small ass town if you're somebody who's in one. The world is huge, and you have to have faith. It works for me. And if you guys need any direction or anything, just let us know. We got you. I love you. Let us know. Me and my personality.